Today we have something truly wonderful. It is awe-inspiring. It's quite possibly the best thing of all time. You see, at first I made this beautiful item, right? And now it is finally complete. Let's just ditch out these items. We don't need them right now. This this item right here, it has been perfected. What you've seen before is nothing. This thing is more stable. It doesn't bug like it used to. Now it works, and now it also has sound. It sounds just like a centipede. It's just as good and just as satisfying. And you get 5 of them. It's like a centipede stack. Except this one's renewable whenever you want. As long as you come back to spawn, you can just... Let me just show you how easy it is. Do I have Corin somewhere? I have Corin over here. It is truly wonderful. See, with this beautiful Corin over here, was very short. Yeah, I'm not that tall in the game because I have no stats, and this guy's shorter than me. Did you know that? I think you knew that. But anyway, this is beautiful item over here. It's just better than the cinder beans. Just ignore the fact that it heals you way less. Doesn't heal your ki or stamina. Just ditch those items. You don't need them. This is way better. This is just way better. And also, unlike the regular cinder beans, it's not instant. You can't instantly heal with this. You need to wait 1 second, 1 full second. Not more, not less. It's very good. See, very balanced. And now it's empty, so I can't heal no more, but I can do this instead. Ain't that cool? There's even sound effects to tell you that it's empty. Ain't that just cool? It's such a cool item. It's so powerful. It's like senza beans, except it makes sense, you know. And these guys, right? I don't know why I have 4 of them, but I have 4 of them. Um, these fruit of mine, they are mighty strong. Like actually, they're strong. They're not weak. They're not. They're like these fruit of mites, the regular ones from the mod. Hey, these ones are not worth shit. They're complete garbage. But these ones, oh, these ones are very good. Watch this. 1 full minute of 1.2 times damage to both melee and ki. And if I go into a transformation, it multiplies with the transformation. Now it's a 0.4 boost, not 0.2 because this is a 2 times form. See that massive damage potential here? And it's not just 1 minute, right? It's 1 minute 5 times. 5 times. And these items, oh, you can use them. You can use these items. And so if you want some damage, you pop one of these, you don't even need to worry about selling them. You have more uses, right? You're not gonna run out of uses. See, I ran out of the boost. We're back for another minute. Ain't that crazy? Like in 1 minute, you have enough time to kill a lot of enemies if you're really good at the game. So this is a very powerful item. See, it's very strong. And you get 5 uses. It's not only one. One would already be very strong. 1 minute, 1.2 times damage. That's very good. But 5 minutes? Because it's in total is 5 minutes. It's very good. It's very strong. Yes, I think King Kai approves. Right? He has a new house. I think he likes it. I'm not sure. He doesn't have a car anymore. I kind of sold his car to afford this. But yeah, he like to drive, but he can't drive no more. So Big sad. Now he's just looking over here. I don't know why he's looking over here. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe you'll find out when you talk to him in game. But I don't know. I don't know why he's looking over here. I think he's just ore farming. Could that be it? I think Corin agrees. It looks like he's aura farming, right? With his 20 HP and he's actually pretty tall, right? He's taller than me. He actually grew up. It's crazy. He used to be so short. Yeah, I'm kind of just yapping, but these Fruitamites, they're so good that they deserve your yap. They deserve it 100%. Like, they're that good, right? This is the kind of thing, right, that you'll sell an arm for, right? You want the good stuff, and the good stuff is not free. You gotta pay for the good stuff. And I don't mean like money. You need to pay with your soul. You need to pay with I don't know, your arms, your legs. We only take body parts and I guess organs too, right? We don't take money for these. They're too expensive. I guess you could sell a Kinkai scar for those two. I guess it's pretty valuable. It was a rare model, right? He got it from I don't know where, but it's a good car. So it's very sad that he had to lose his car, but he gained a new mansion. He also could afford a bigger planet than the one he lived on before. Have you ever seen that? Trading a car for a planet? It's such a good deal. It's just unfortunate that he had to lose his car for it because he loved his car and now he can't drive anymore. See, the Yap makes sense. But see, now that I have the damage and the heal, I am invincible, right? I am invincible. See, because I do big damage and I can take big damage. See, it makes sense. If I were to, let's say, lose somehow, right? Let's just pretend that I'm very weak. Why am I? Why am I messing up the command? See, now I'm knocked, right? But I'm not knocked anymore because the eel is just that good. And yes, I'm in creative, so you don't actually see how much it heals, but let me just go in survival because I forgot to do that. Yes, this is truly peak. But to show you the difference, right? Let's just... I have 600 max HP, so now I've lost 500. This healed me for 300, half my HP. The original Centipedes, they heal for more than that, but I don't think too much about it. It's really the same thing, really. You're not getting scammed there. Um, then there's oh, we get knocked again. So now I can actually show how much it heals. It healed me 450. So that's less healing. Now you're thinking, War, why are you scamming us? I'm not scamming you. If you're on the ground with all of your HP, you're gonna die anyway. So now you get half the heal, but you're no longer knocked. See, so it's actually fair. I'm not scamming you at all. And just ignore the fact that the sensitive item doesn't even heal Ki or stamina. It heals half as much HP as it used to. It's not nerfed. It's just as powerful. Don't believe what the government is trying to tell you. It's all a conspiracy. It's just as strong as it used to be. And the Fruit of Might, it's a very powerful item, right? Like at my level, I gain 2 strength and 2 willpower. That's a lot of stats from one item that you need to sell your body for. See, that's a very good deal. Lots of people would die for that. 2 stats. Well, actually, it's 4. 4 stats. That's so many stats. Like, have you ever seen that many stats in your life? I don't think so. I think this is the most stats you've ever seen, right? People that played OG Zen, you never seen stats like those. 12? That's crazy. That's insanity. That's so good. That's so powerful. It's like it's like a new level. It brings us back to the original days, you know, back when uh, back when everything was crazy, right? There was that one moment where Goten was the god of destruction for like one day, and then Wolf just killed him, and I tried to kill him too, right? To get his role as the god of destruction, but my kill got sniped by Wolf, and he became the god of destruction, and I never became the god of destruction ever. That was crazy. I became the Kai at some point, but then I became the the Grand Priest. Yeah, that was not that interesting. Then I got bored of the god system, right? Because it was kind of shit. So we changed it, and now it's gonna be different. It's gonna be cool. What there's going to be to replace it? Um, well you won't know. I'm not telling you what's going to replace it, but just believe that it will be peak because um I believe it is going to be fun. And honestly, let's just be real. The waiting a month to get a form was just. I mean, it's cool and all. You train for the form, but it's not really. Doesn't really make sense like gameplay wise. It's just not interesting. But these items they make complete sense, right? They're the complete opposite of the god system, right? These they give you 4 stat point if you're level 1 and you're a human. I haven't set up starting stats for like the races and stuff, so they all have the human ones, but that's because I want the starting stats to be as good as they can be. So that even if you don't know how to play DBC, if you just keep the stat ratio that you start with, you're not gonna be screwed. Your stats are going to be potable and you're going to be able to progress. So that's why I'm waiting more to see how things are going to evolve and to set the stats to something that makes sense for everybody. You see, it all makes sense. It's a very good idea. As as one wise man once said, a good idea is better than bad idea. So yeah, that the dating system. I mean, it's just not that interesting to me. If ever enough people want something similar to it, I might consider doing something like it, but yeah, what's going to replace it is not a DT system. But it's going to function similarly, except better in every single way because you won't need to prove to an admin that you actually killed the guy, right? So it's just gonna do it automatically once you kill the guy. So when you get your reward instantly, it's always better than anything to wait because well, waiting is for losers, you know. Um, just just getting your boost instantly is it's so much better. But the one interesting thing about that about planets like this, right? See how it's flattened up. This is nice maybe about Minecraft. It's like either I just suck at building or I'm just unable to make a building that's not on flat ground. So yeah, this planet kind of got flattened, but it's more spherical than the other one he had. So well, I guess I fell. That did some damage, I guess. But truly, this is just a wonderful place, you know. I mean, L's just kind of a beautiful place. Like you don't need to be above the clouds, even if you're below the clouds. It's still a cool place, you know. I kind of need more senzu bean because I'm low. I'm gonna go grab some. Right, I'm out of senzu beans. I need my refill. But yeah, the last teaser was in this room, by the way, but that's not very important. And of course, right, this item, when I use it up, it stays in my inventory, but did you really think you would get the same treatment with these? Yeah, no, wishful thinking. These items, You're gonna have to keep buying them if you want the boosts. You might think, oh, I'm evil for locking power behind buying items, but just get good at the game and you won't need the damage boost, I guess. Or maybe if you're good enough at the game, you'll have enough money to buy them. I don't know. It depends on how well you play. If you play well, you'll have a lot of money. If you don't play well, you won't have a lot of money, so you'll be broke. And being broke is not a good thing, because when you're broke, right, buying items from the shop is it's a difficult thing, right? It's not easy, right? I think Baba and Kami would agree, and King Yama too would agree that it's not easy, right? It's never easy. But you see, there's a bank, right? And let's say I get one of those. Oh, how do I use this? This is just pro gaming. Yeah, it's sell items. See, I could put one of those. I don't know why it lets me put 3 because these don't stack. I guess it's because I have 3 in my inventory. I've never used this, by the way, but I mean, everything works because it just does. So yeah, I could just be very smart about this, and yeah, this is a good item, I guess. Um, yeah, we want 20,000 on this. There we go. Now it's in here. And now, if you want this item, you gotta pay me 10,000 zenny. Ain't that a lot? Or well, at least 10,000. It might be more, but if it gets to 20,000, then you get it. So 20,000 zenny for that. Is that a good deal? Is that a good deal? I don't know if it's a good deal. I don't even know if I can pull this out of here, so I guess it's gonna be staying here, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty cool, huh? Um, just to clarify, this is just in the base custom PC mod. You can do this in any server, really. There's going to be like random items sometimes that pull up in the auction that aren't from players, but if you can snatch them early, you can get them. Um, yeah, I don't think this one's gonna be staying here since there's like a 20-hour limit, so I don't think you'll be getting that one. It's very sad, but I mean, unlike you guys, I can just dupe them, so I guess I have infinite of them. That's pretty cool, right? Disclaimer: I'm not gonna dupe items, right? For example, these ones, right? If I dupe them, this might just be the most useless dupe. If you find a dupe for this item, right? I will applaud you for how much of a waste of time you've done, because watch this. Oh no, oh no. My duped item? It doesn't work. Oh no, oh no. It's like the data is not even stored in the item. Because you know what? That's exactly what. So if you try to dupe this item, you're you're not gonna get anything. You dupe this item, I don't care. And this is why this is a better centipede. Because you cannot dupe them. Right? So even if you find some like Giga Brain stuff, well, I guess you could dupe these ones, but don't do that. If I catch you duping items, I will smite you. So I would avoid doing that. That's a bad idea. Trust me, I will know. I will know if you dupe the item. I'm not telling you how I will know because then you just get around it. But I will know. So don't try that. But this item, I don't care if you dupe it. Dupe as many of them as you want. Corin will just give you an infinite amount of them anyway, so duping them is useless. Yeah, there's really no reason to keep yapping about the Senju pouch. these are worthless. This one is also worthless, but I'm too lazy to get another one, so I'll just keep it. But flint and steel. If you've seen the Minecraft movie, you know the flint and steel is a very good item. If you've played the game, you also know it's a very good item because you cannot beat the game without it. But if you've seen the movie, you don't need to play the game to know it's a good item. It's a lot of yapping, but the yapping is not senseless. It makes sense. If you just think about it, the yap makes sense. And I will prove to you that the yap makes sense. With this. See over there is a filthy bandit. Right? And I can get my sense of being back. Because the testing arena has everything. It's so peak. So now I have a fruit of might. Right? Now let me fight this guy with let me just heal him first so it's fair because this guy's too weak. I'm level 1. I have nothing. I'm basically trash. But I mean, you'll all be starting here, so don't feel too bad if you're level 1. I mean, I could get hit, but I could just dodge to like. This guy's pretty slow, but we're just gonna block because who cares? He doesn't know damage. He's weak as hell. This is taking a while, right? This guy's very tanky. Might just be because I'm level 1, but I don't think it's because I'm level 1. I think he's just tanky, right? Alright, he has 1000 HP. It's more than me. Nearly double mine. So this guy's clearly cheating because he's a level 1 grunt. And no level 1 is 1000 HP. I have a 600. He's cheating. But you know what? I too can cheat. Look how much more damage I'm doing now. This is the good stuff. Damn, I actually got it. Am I on fraud watch? Well, we don't care. We can kill him so fast with this damage boost. Yeah. He did not survive. He was not made for this. He was too weak. It's just natural selection, you know. Right? And since I know y'all did not watch the stream because I don't know what y'all were doing, I'm gonna be nice and I'm gonna give you the stream anyway. Oh, whatever was in the stream. We're gonna get rid of these guys so they don't die because that'd be sad. But you're not gonna see me fight them because you don't need to know what happens. I can assure you I can beat them. But yeah, let's just give them more HP so it's more fair because otherwise it will only last for like 10 seconds. Let's send them to this faction. And let's put this homeless person to this one. And it's also increases HP by 10 times. And let's see what happens. Right? Such powerful NPCs. It's actually crazy wild. Guess who wins? I already know who's going to win. And I have my money on the winner, right? So I'm betting on the winner. You can decide who you're betting on, but yeah, this is very one-sided. Like, actually, let me just. This is a bit too loud. Like, I can't even hear myself talk. But like, these guys yap too much. Let's be real. Like, We don't care about all the yap. Like just shut up and fight. Like we don't want to hear it. I have a strange feeling that one of them is actually stronger. I it's all it's like it's a crazy fight, you know. I mean, if you're waiting for like a teaser after this, this is the last thing I'm showcasing in this one, but if you want to stay for the fight, you can watch this to the end. It's a crazy matchup, truly. It's quite wonderful. One might say there's nothing like it in the world. Such a brilliant fight of NPCs. They have not dodged a single attack. If there were players right now, they'd be 6 feet under, unless they use the senzu pouch, which is a very good item. I'd recommend. And maybe they could use the Fruit of Might too. Because the Fruit of Might increases your damage, which allows you to win fights that you're not able to win otherwise, because you die too fast because you suck at the game. And the extra damage means you kill the enemy before they kill you. So the Fruit of Might is actually a healing item because you take less damage because you kill your enemy faster. It's truly logical, truly. I mean, my logic is absolutely zero flaws. This makes complete sense. Yeah. I mean, one of them's slightly better off, I guess. He has like 10% more HP left. You'll soon learn that that doesn't matter. But, I mean, you can think that it matters, but it doesn't matter. The HP is not what's going to decide this victory. And ultimately one of them is going to die, but like one of them could have like 50,000 HP right now and still win. Don't know which one, but you'll see, you'll see. Yeah, I might speed up this part, but honestly, I'll just leave it in. You can just skip ahead if you're bored of them fighting like this. This is still too loud, honestly. Yeah, this is better. These guys, they're like elite fighters. They look like total noobs right now. They just get hit by our dexes. They don't know how to dodge. They're too stupid. But you, as a player, do you truly think you're going to dodge these attacks? Maybe you will, maybe you won't. I'm just saying, I've been hit by some of these attacks, and I designed them. I know the patterns. I've memorized them all. I still get hit sometimes. These guys are very strong. Like this is like Messi versus Ronaldo. You see, it makes total sense. It's that kind of fight. These two, I would even dare call them noob killers. They are just that powerful of a duo. These guys, right? If you make a stupid build on Zen 2, right, with like, you know, everything into strength first, without Constitution you can't deal damage, right? You can still watch the fight on my menu, but I'll just turn my camera so you can watch better. So I can multitask explaining this and that. If you don't also ignore my action time, right, it's not supposed to be that. I kinda just forgot to update the configs. I've just been scripting stuff for like a bit. So it's still, the config's not updated, but, strength? Strength is not that good of a stat. Right, it's important for a melee build. If you're a key build, you don't spend points into strength. If you're a hybrid build, spend points into both. But if you're a key build, obviously you want to spend points into willpower, not strength. If you're a melee build, don't spend points into willpower. And why am I saying this? Well, for one simple reason, you see. Um, well, there's no reason at all why I'm saying this. I'm just yapping because the fight's kind of boring. We're getting to the good part soon. Of course, you have other stats, like dexterity is very important, and here's why. Some attacks are blockable, right? But if you don't have defense, it's gonna be very difficult to block. Also, you will not have zero passive defense. Again, the config's not set up right now, so don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. Dexterity is primarily for blocking, though. As you can see, it can tank literally 2 hits worth of damage with my defense as a human warrior. And it might be different depending on your class and everything, but human warrior is like basic key build. It's very simple. But then also, this literally makes 0 sense. Is 5 per attribute is 6 per attribute, and this one's at 30 and this one's at 50. Guys, the DVC is weird. I've never noticed this before. Although it shouldn't matter. Oh, yes, it does. For some reasons. See, this is why HP doesn't matter. We're at the good part now. Yo, he countered his ultimate, so he didn't get his free damage. You'll see, these guys are damage merchants. They still have 100,000 HP, around that much. You don't want to get hit by that, even if you're like 10 times the level and you need to be. And who could have guessed that boss number 2 beat boss number 1? Truly marvelous achievement. It's quite wonderful. One might say it's unbelievable, but we do not believe people who say it's unbelievable because we've just seen it happen, so it's clearly real. Now we can place these guys back. I don't need them to be here, but they were here, so I guess they get to stay here. Because they like it here. I just made that up, by the way. I don't know if you could tell, but half the stuff I've been talking about is just complete the app, and the other half is actually useful information. Yeah, I'm making this this video kinda difficult to understand on purpose because I think it's quite funny, honestly, to just instead of showcasing like a small thing like the other ones, I'm just yapping for like how long has it been? It's been more than half an hour. This is actually quite ridiculous. Um, yeah, I've actually showcased some things that I have not even mentioned. Right, I'm sure you've seen where I've been to so far. You've not seen every location. I'm just letting you know. Right, you've not seen everything. Far from it. is very small amount of things that you've seen, but there's a lot more to come. Actually, alright, because I don't really care if you want to, like, if you're working on something and you want to copy a similar design, right? Let me just explain how these items work, right? Um, Basically, well, the sensu pouch, if you want to make a similar item for like a server or whatever, the way that it actually works is that it's stored in the player in BT, the data for this item. So what that means is that no matter which item, right? This one, I can just, well, delete it instead of dropping it. If I use this one, it's not in my inventory. This one updates. Right, if I give this somebody else, it will update based on them because it's based on their data. And this item, it will be modified by, for example, quests and stuff, right? If you beat like a very strong boss, I'm not gonna say woo, you'll find out once you get there in the story quests. Let's just say you're not ready for what's going to happen. You might be ready, but I don't think you're ready because I've never seen something quite like it in any DBC server. I could just not know, but I've never seen something like it. All I've seen the plot being that it happened the way that it's going to happen, but not in gameplay. You're actually going to experience it. You're not just going to be told what happened after the fight ended. You're going to see it. And maybe you're starting to get an idea of what I mean, maybe not. Maybe if you like ping me in DMs or something, I'll let you know. Maybe not. You can try your luck. Maybe I'll feel nice and I'll tell you. Maybe I don't like you and maybe I won't tell you because I don't like you. I don't think that's the case. But that could be something that happens. Um, we never know. I mean, the only way you can know is if you actually ask me. If you actually watch all the way to this moment and you know what I'm talking about right now, right? If you watch all the way to this moment, you're a real one. Really, because I just been yapping for like no reason, and you've decided to stay here, and I'm lost because I'm not using the minimap. I'm not letting you out see what I don't want you to see, so I'm actually lost right now. Um, Let me just fix that actually. Let me just TP to somewhere I know. Actually, all I don't know where this is. I know where this is. Right. Is my spawn over here? Um, am I actually lost? No, I'm not lost. But also, this kind of looks ugly outside right now. Um, I've been kind of slacking on updating the outside, and mainly because I haven't decided exactly how much stuff there's going to be outside of the main place. There's definitely going to be a lot of stuff because the spawn is 1,000 by 1,000, and I don't want it to be a barren wasteland like it is right now. There's going to be a lot of stuff. If not important stuff, there's going to be hidden stuff that you'll be able to find. Um, and I think that's pretty cool. You may disagree if you want, but I think that's pretty cool. Um, Also, one thing that's very cool, right, with Edge Futurum, the World Generation actually replaces dirt with deep slate. So, like this, the other world with Edge Futurum just looks so much better. Like, you have no idea how much better it looks. It's actually wild. Like, it's actually a 10 out of 10 upgrade. But back on what I was saying, right? And this item instead, it uses the opposite logic. the data is stored in the item. So this one you can trade it, right? If I use this one, see these other ones are not used because these are not linked to me. Well, this one is linked to me, so well, it's linked to whoever holds it. This item is really just, let's say, Senzu Bean, right? Senzu Bean. This is both the trigger and the magazine, right? This is only the trigger. The player is the magazine, right? So I use the sensor beam that's inside of my player, if you will. And now this may sound weird, this may sound sus, and I would agree 100%, but yeah, the sensor beam is inside of the player, and you use the bag, and the bag only uses the sensor beam that's inside of the player. Whereas this one, it's outside of the player, right? I can drop it. Somebody else could eat it. But this one only has 5 for me. If I give it to you right now, right? If you're on the server right now and I give it to you, since the starting amount is 1, you'll only have 1, not 5. And you won't have 2 out of 5 either. You'll have 1 out of 1. And if you use it, you'll have 0 out of 1. And I'll still have 2 out of 5 if I get another one of these. This one, though, it's more like a regular item, but my thought process on these, I prefer having unstackable items, because these have actual weight, right? Like stackable items, like, let me just, like this, it's just, you have so much of it, like, nobody cares about your, like, this floods your inventory, this also floods your inventory, but in a good way, you have so few of them that they each feel so important. It's like it's psychology, you know? It just feel good to use, and the durability bar just makes it so cool. Um, yeah, they're cool items. I think maybe you disagree and you think they're complete trash. If you feel that way, I don't care. No, just let me know, and maybe if you have like a genuine reason to think they're trash, you can let me know. Maybe you don't like the damage boost. Once you see the cost of these items, I think you'll like the damage boost. Um, I'm not telling you if the actual price is actually high or not. You'll have to find out. Yeah, you'll have to decide for yourself if it's expensive or not. Because quite frankly, I don't know if you're broke or not. So it might be cheap for you, it might be expensive. There's really no point in telling you that. Um, but yeah, it's real simple stuff. These items are just, and there's going to be more of these, right? And since you've stayed all the way to this moment, right? Secret, little secret, right? You are allowed to suggest consumable items if you want. I know it's like you would have never guessed that you're allowed to do that, but you're totally allowed to add your own suggestions. Um, by the time that you're going to see this video, if you do watch it, I don't know if anyone's ever going to watch it all the way through. That might not happen, but hopefully it will because I think this is quite interesting. Maybe it's not. Who knows? Maybe I'll skip to this moment because, yeah, they just had like an idea that this was the moment to watch of the video, which is quite ridiculous, honestly. I don't think anybody is actually going to be honest about that, or actually be saying the truth if they're telling me that they just skipped to this moment because they knew that I was going to be talking about that. Maybe they're time travelers, maybe they're just yappers, like I'm doing right now. I'm yapping, right? You're totally allowed to just leave the video if you're still watching. By the way, you don't need to watch more because yeah. Well, I'm almost done yapping, but I just want to talk about My idea is currently that well, except for the ones I don't want to leak yet because I want to surprise y'all. Like I've showcased the first two bosses, but you're not gonna see the next ones, right? You're not gonna see them. Well, you'll see them once the testing, right? The open testing starts. Can't tell you when that is. I don't know. Like I literally can't give you a date because I just don't know. I wish I could say that it's tomorrow or something. It's not tomorrow. It's not the day after. It's not the week after. It's not. It's not the month after. It's not gonna be in September. It's probably not gonna be in October. Maybe I can post something up for October. Um, maybe not. I don't know. It all depends on if I have the time to do so or not. But most likely, winter we could have testing in winter probably. Testing will probably not have DBZ content, right? In terms of the story mode, it's probably going to end at the end of OGDB. So take that as you will. But testing will be so good because during testing you'll get to actually enjoy these mechanics that you've seen in the past few days. And by the way, I'm I'm actually doing stuff, right? I'm actually working on stuff a lot on the server, and I have a lot of ideas right now I'm working on. So this is not the last teaser you're going to see. You're going to see another teaser tomorrow, or I guess depending on where you are in the world, it's going to be today. You'll see more. You'll see another one of these items I haven't showcased yet. If you're wondering why I haven't showcased it, it's because I haven't made it yet. But I have the idea in my mind, uh, and this is your early spoiler. The item that I'm going to add is actually two, right? If you had just quit the video like 2 seconds ago, you wouldn't have known. But it's actually two items: a stamina healing item and a key healing item. Ain't that magical, right? Since the senzu bean doesn't do that no more, um, you'll have a key healing item and a stamina healing item. There's also going to be a third one, but that one you're actually going to have to wait to know what it's about, right? But if you're actually watching this far, you're actually the good 10 out of 10 I would recommend. If you've watched this far, alright, what you gotta do, right, is send me a DM saying that you know let me decide something. Right. You know the way. Do you know do you remember the meme about do you know the way? Right? If you've watched this far, ask me, just DM me and say I know the way. And you will get something. I am not telling you what that will be. And I am only going to reveal it to you after the time for this special reward is expired. So you can't leak it to somebody else what they're going to get. They're going to have to figure it out. Right? And you're not gonna know. Maybe I'm just lying to see if you're just going to tell everybody that there's a secret bonus that you can get. Um, well, if I will probably know if somebody leaked it, if every single person in the server um DMs me. Don't do that. Well, I mean, I can't stop you. I won't know if like you told one of your friends. But if you watch this far and you send me in DMs, I know the way. You will get a special reward that is exclusive and that nobody else will ever get. Right? It's exclusive to the people who are going to tell me that they know the way. And this reward, it's the best reward. It's unlike anything you've ever seen before. Quite frankly, it's a tremendous reward. It's the best reward. It's wonderful. So take the word from the man himself, the farmer, the former Grand Priest of OG Zen, the owner of the server. Though that we don't really care who's the owner of the server. Let's be real. I mean, it could be run by anybody and would still be peak as long as it's the same quality. Kind of wish I would have people that knew as much as I did about the things that are needed to run a server more easily, and that weren't busy. But I mean, honestly, sometimes there are people that are available, and I'm just not available at the time they're offering their help. So, not blaming anybody. If anything, I'm blaming myself. Um, yeah, I'm working on my own pace, and the server's coming along, right? Steady progress. Slow and steady. It's going to be there and it's going to be peak when it's there because I refuse to deliver trash. If this is trash, you're never going to see it. I'm just letting you know, if this is trash, you're never going to see it. If this is good, I'm going to drop it, right? I'm going to release the server and it's going to be good. If it's trash, I'm not gonna release it. You'll get the testing. If the testing's trash, I'm not gonna do much. But I know for a fact that it's not going to be trash because I believe that I can make something truly fun so that we can all have some fun together in Minecraft, Dragon Block. I know there's like new mods now, but quite honestly, I don't really care. I can do enough with DBC. If you think that like Dragon Mind Z is better, I'm not gonna say that you're wrong. I don't agree, but you're feel free to like it more. I prefer DBC. You could argue it's just nostalgia or something. I'm not gonna pretend that you're wrong. You're totally right. But I'm also used to the mod so much that honestly switching would feel like a pain, especially once you realize that 1.7 is the only version where you have custom NPC plus. Like, there's mods that allow you to do some of the things that custom NPC plus does, but custom NPC plus is such a good mod that just giving up on it is kind of like, I don't feel like doing that. But hey, I might switch to Dragon Forge whenever it drops. If switching is actually viable of a thing for me to do. Because otherwise, probably will stay on DBC if it's not viable to do. Um, but DBC is enough. For what I'm going to do, it's going to be fun. Like, it's not going to be boring like the DBC that you've played like 1,000 times. Like, the content's actually going to be good. It's not going to be slop. I'm not doing slop. I've played some DBC slop servers before. They're not that good. I'm not gonna name any specific servers because I'm not trying to throw away, but this is going to be something that's actually good. I'm not saying that every other server is trash. Far from it. There's some great servers. This is going to be one of the great ones. And if you don't believe me, well, I'll do my best to prove you wrong. And if I fail to do so, then I guess it's too bad. But at least I will have tried. And also, yeah, this a little bit, a little lore drop on what this is going to be like, because you've seen every single teaser. I'm always dead, right? Why am I here? Zen has never had that much otherworld content, so why am I always over here? Well, guys, you're already dead. Now, what do I mean by that? What do I mean by you're already dead? Well, it's actually quite complicated. Essentially, it is something that you'll learn very early on when once testing is out and you start playing. You'll learn this literally day one, so I don't really care about telling you now. Especially since so few people will actually ever hear this, because who's watching a 1 hour video of me yapping? I don't think that many people care about what I have to say. And honestly, that's completely fair. For you're not supposed to care about what I have to say. I'm just some guy on the internet. And if you care about what I have to say, thanks, but you really shouldn't. Because, like, I'm just somebody. But yeah, you're already dead. But so is the world, right? The world is not what it used to be in Zen 1. Right? The timelines have shifted. What was once true no longer is. Time is broken, but you're not like a time patrol like Xenoverse 2 clone slot. Right? You're not a time patroller. You're just a guy who was unfortunate enough, or I guess fortunate enough, depending on how you want to see it, to be born with the ability of perpetual resurrection. You can revive yourself an infinite amount of times. You have infinite tries to save the world from the corruption that has taken hold on it. I'm not going to go into detail on what caused it or what is it, but you will see that things are not the way you remember them from the manga or the anime, whichever one you watch or read, or maybe you both watched and read. If you did W, if you didn't W as well, unless you're LARPing. Honestly, if you're LARPing, if you like Dragon Ball, it doesn't matter if you've watched the show or not. Honestly, if you like Dragon Ball, you're welcome in the community to like. You're allowed to like Dragon Ball. Don't need to read. Of course, not gonna take your opinion very seriously if you've only watched like TikTok edits of Dragon Ball, but you're free to love it as much as you want. In fact, that's a good thing. More people should like Dragon Ball, because Dragon Ball is absolute peak. Like every single time I've tried to find an anime I preferred over Dragon Ball, it didn't happen. Right? I've always eventually realized that Dragon Ball is just better. And there's some very good ones, like, I don't know, Bleach is very good. Naruto, it's pretty good too, it's worse. It's worse than Bleach and Dragon Ball, it's worse than, well, JoJo's very good too. JoJo's and Dragon Ball are like my top two. Right, JoJo's is so peak. If you've not watched JoJo's, what are you doing? Go watch JoJo's. Um, you don't need to pay a subscription or anything. You know what websites you can find JoJo's. I don't care where you watch JoJo's. Just watch JoJo's if you haven't. Um, you deserve to watch JoJo's if you've been this far into the video. It's so peak. If you don't want to watch JoJo's, it's because you don't know what JoJo's is about. JoJo's is peak. But Dragon Ball is peak too. If you haven't watched Dragon Ball and you're somehow watching this, watch Dragon Ball or read it. Personally, I haven't watched the anime fully. I've only read the manga really. I know about a lot of the filler stuff because it's just popular, but I haven't watched all of the anime. But the manga, the Dragon Ball manga is so peak. You need to watch or read Dragon Ball if you haven't. And I know that's a silly thing to say. You've probably done that already. But you know, if you've watched or read Dragon Ball, you know I'm saying the truth. If you haven't, you gotta do it. It's very important. It's like something that you need to do in your life is watch Dragon Ball or read it. And I would say the same thing about JoJo's. If you haven't done that yet in your life, go do that. You don't have the time right now, just plan for whenever you'll have the time and watch JoJo's. It's going to be peak. If you've watched JoJo's and you actually give it a chance and you get at least like true part 1 and 2. Part 2 is like my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. Part 1, some people don't like it, but honestly, I've seen more hate for part 1 of JoJo's from the JoJo's community than people outside of it. So, and personally, I like part 1. Part 2 is just part 1 but better though. But just watch JoJo's the first season on Netflix if you have Netflix, or part 1 and 2 or anywhere else. Just watch those two. They're the shorter ones, and despite not seeing any stands, right? You'll just love it anyway. It's so big. If you don't want to do that, watch Steel Ball Run, JoJo's Part 7. It's not all out yet, but that's a good thing, right? Because you get in at the same time as it's going to be coming out. This is a very good thing. And watch Part 7. You need to watch Part 7. If you haven't, you're not ready to die. Trust me. Like you need to watch JoJo's before your days are counted. Otherwise, once you get to the afterlife, right, in real life, and you hear people talk about how peak JoJo's was, you're going to be disappointed because you never watched it. So go watch JoJo's. If you haven't watched or read Bleach, also watch Bleach, but watch JoJo's first. And if you haven't watched Dragon Ball, watch Dragon Ball first. Bleach to speak to is my favorite of the big three. I think that's kind of obvious, but just stating it. I don't like One Piece. Um, the reason I don't like One Piece is very simple. The pacing is absolutely horrendous. I'm absolutely giving One Piece a shot if it ever releases an actual shortened version of the anime that like is up to date with like I don't care how it looks as long as it's not like 3D, but I don't care how it looks much. Just give me less episodes. I don't have the time to sit through 1,000 episodes. I know that people, if somebody that likes One Piece actually watched all the way to this moment, they're going to tell me that I'm saying blasphemy about One Piece right now. One Piece fans, you know I'm right. The pacing is complete ass. It's complete garbage. Don't even pretend that it's good. It's complete trash. But Naruto, kind of the same problem, less so. It's trash pacing too. Let's be real. But the reason that the pacing sucks in Naruto and in Bleach too, it's just the amount of filler. But good thing, Thousand Year Blood War anime, there's no filler in that. Even if you haven't watched all of Bleach, just watch the Thousand Year Blood War and watch everything else afterward. It doesn't matter, you're still going to enjoy it just as much. Some people might say that it's blasphemy to watch anime out of order. Don't listen to these people, they don't know what you're talking about. there's actually a lot of people that have watched Dragon Ball Super before any other part of Dragon Ball, if you believe it or not. Same thing goes for Dragon Ball Z, although that one's more accepted for some reason. Like, there's some people that haven't watched the original Dragon Ball, and they think that they know everything about this series because they've watched Z. Like, no, OG Dragon Ball is better than Dragon Ball Z, and if you disagree, feel free to. But I think I'm right. Dragon Ball Z is peak too, but OG Dragon Ball is just better. And the reason being, it's just so much fun. Like Dragon Ball Z, great story, but OG Dragon Ball, it's just so much fun. It's just a fun adventure. It's so good. You need to watch it if you haven't watched it. And I know if you've watched this video so far, I know you're not one of those. Maybe I'm wrong, but I know if you're one of the goats that watched this far, you know. But don't forget, right? Do not forget the secret code that you send me in DMs, right? That I mentioned earlier. Remember, because if you watch this and you don't claim your reward, I'm going to be sad for you because it's a very good reward. Like I said, it's exclusive. It's a one of a kind. And you'll be able to flex on all the noobs with it. Trust me, it's going to be so worth it. You need to DM me with the secret code so that you actually get it. Because if you don't do that, it's going to be big sad. And so, I pray that you actually do. And also, yeah, I'm not editing this video. It's just completely unedited. So, yeah, there's like going to be a lot of, yeah, now I'm thinking about it. This 1 hour and like nearly 10 minutes. Crazy Yap Session. Like you've never seen this before. But if you've watched throughout this video, you'll have a much better idea of what's going on in the server. And I think that's great. If you care about the server, you'll get to know more about it. Otherwise, I guess you wasted an hour if you don't care about the server. But thanks for listening in anyway. If that's you, if you actually care about the server, thanks anyway. Also, but we give more credit to the people that watch and don't care because oh, you're watching a 1 hour video that you don't care about. If that's you, um, I guess comment on the video or whatever. Because if you don't care about the server, you're probably not in the Discord. So just do that, I guess. But yeah, it's quite ridiculous. Oh yeah, and by the way, Chaozu is boundless. Is basically outerversal, really. Nappa Nappa is also outerversal. So if you ate on any of these two characters, too bad, man, too bad. Because you're not gonna like what they're going to do to you once you get to them in the story. Especially Nappa. Nappa, you're gonna love this guy. Trust me, you will love this guy so, so much. Because, spoiler, you will not beat him alone. No, no, no. You will not beat him alone. He is too powerful for you. You're too weak. I don't believe you've got it in you to win. So yeah, I'd say honestly just give up. You're not gonna win. The bald Saiyan is too powerful. And yeah, it's been more than an hour and 10 minutes. That's actually crazy. We should actually wrap this up because this video is actually insanely long. Um, yeah, and I'm just yapping now. I'm not even moving in game. But trust the process. Truly, it's gonna be fine. The progress on the server is steady, and honestly, it's only going to get faster as time goes on. Right now, I'm setting up a lot of the systems, so it's more complicated. Once the systems are set up, I could honestly just give the server to a baby and be able to finish it. I'm not gonna do that because I actually care about the server, and babies don't care about Minecraft servers. Fun fact, I don't know if you knew that, but if you didn't know that, now you know that babies don't care about Minecraft servers. Yeah, it's kind of GG's. So yeah, um, don't expect a video of this at length for a prolonged amount of time because I don't have the time to do videos like this often. And honestly, this kind of went off rail. I'm not gonna lie. I planned for this to be like a 3 minute video, but then I decided to keep yapping for like eternity. So W's in chat if you watch all the way. Otherwise, W's anyway if you watch only partially. But yeah, there won't be another video like this for a while. I might do one like this, but a shorter one, like once per month, showcasing what I've been working on. Um, Let me know if you'd like to see that. Otherwise, I'll probably keep to the smaller teasers. But yeah, it just be like that. So we're all waiting for the server. Yes, me and you, we're waiting for the server. We want it. And so it's gonna happen. Did you believe in me or not? I hope to prove you wrong if you don't believe in me. And if you believe in me, I plan to not disappoint you. And if I disappoint you, then I'm gonna be disappointed in myself too. So let's just let's just make sure that everything is going to be peak. That everything is going to be as close to perfect as I'm able to do. Right, it's not gonna be perfect or close to the closest thing to perfect. It's going to be close to the perfect thing that I can make, which is the best of my ability. Um, Also, unlike other servers, last note before I actually stop the video. Yeah, there's going to be content all the way to the end of the story when the server actually releases. Not in testing. Testing is going to end at the start of Z. But yeah, you won't need to wait for updates when it's out. You're just going to be able to hop on and play and have fun. There's you won't run out of content for a while. And by the time that you start running low on content, guess what? A big update will have been cooking up for months, and you'll get to enjoy that. And because the content will be so varied, right? You will not get bored. So you'll just have more and more content. It's not going to be content that you run out of. And if you think that I'm not able to pull it off, um, maybe you're right, maybe you're not. I don't know. We'll see. If the server is good or not when it's out. And you let me know then. Or you can let me know what you think the server is going to be like right now. I don't mind. Also, if you want to, when you're watching it all the way through, and you want to help with the server, right now I'm not looking for help, but in the future I will be, especially close to the release of testing. I'll be needing a lot of testers and also staff whenever that is. Although I will make an announcement for when that is the case, so yeah, you will know if you're interested. That is, you can also just let me know in DMs if you're interested right now, but there won't be like a form that you can fill in for a while. And obviously, if you're just there for the server, right, just there to enjoy it, thanks to you don't need to help. I'll be fine on my own. Sure, some help would help, but help is called what it is for a reason itself. It's not the solution. It's assistance. So yeah, I don't I don't need assistance. Honestly, I'd be fine on my own, but it's a lot of work on your own. So it's nice to have people. Because the thing with the server is that I know how to do every single piece of what's needed for the server. So in that sense, I could theoretically do it all on my own. But at some point, I'll need some of y'all in the community to help me maintain stuff because, I mean, as far as bugs go, I'll patch them myself, but there's a lot of things other than bug patches and content updates, I can tell you that. Also, if you're here, I was thinking maybe we could do like stat resets like once per year or something. Let me know what you think on that. Um, there is no decision that's going to be made on that in foreseeable future. And if I do actually seriously think about it, I'll actually make a poll, but you can tell me what you think about it in general if you want. I'll definitely respond. You can do it in DMs too. I will 100% guarantee to respond unless you're just rage baiting, then I probably won't respond. But yeah, if you're not trolling, I'll respond. And I don't think that people would be trolling if they care enough to watch all the way through. So yeah, probably everybody that watches all the way through is not trolling. If there is anybody that watched all the way through. And also, yeah, we're gonna wrap it now. So don't forget about the secret code. Remember the code word. Or the code sentence, really, yeah. Send me that in DMs if you want your special reward for watching this. If you don't want it, uh, you can let me know, or you can not let me know. But it'd be cool. It's a very cool reward. I can tell you that. I'm sure you'll like it. So so just do it. Trust the process. And yeah, see you next time.